think I know this guy. He looks oddly familiar. Could be me. But my name is Zero Cool Gamer, and well, we're about to talk about this guy. If you thought it was going to be a big one, big nice little thing to talk about, yeah, I think it looks a little familiar, but hey, whatever. We're getting the next Battle World boss. Not really sure when. We just know he's coming. Yay. So we might as well prepare. But Sentry's coming in, and there's going to be a lot of little tricks that are going to be thrown in there to make him even more dangerous than Null. And defeating him is going to be an interesting one. Obviously, they're gonna talk about the arrival of him in Battle World, which will be revealed in a blog next week. So be prepared for that one. But we're gonna give you basically the lowdown on Boss Sentry and then the playable version of Sentry. So let's go in. If you didn't know, his name is Bob. Bob. If you didn't see Thunderbolts already, he's already in there. But hey, I mean, and he's there. But he's an awesome character. He's going to have a whole bunch of stuff to go ahead and throw at you, because he has two versions of himself. So instead of just facing Null over and over and over again, you're going to face two different enemies here, which is going to be nuts. So I think it's going to be an interesting battle between the two, which would be cool. But for this particular one, instead of some symbiotes being dropped, you're basically going to get Avengers allies. So Sentry's going to start off with a stack of heroism. Interesting. And every time he's attacked, he loses one. When he runs out of heroism, the battle takes a dark turn. So Sentry destroys all of his Avenger allies. Whoever's still left on the board, boom, they're gone. Transforms into the Empowered Void. Gains a stack of rage for every Avenger ally he destroys, and summons a team of villain allies. So if you can kill the Avengers off pretty quickly and Sentry dies, then he won't get too many stacks of rage, because there won't be any Avengers allies. That's kind of self-explanatory, so hopefully you're reading. Now, Rage grants Empowered Void and Sentry boosted damage and speed bar bonuses. His transformations complete. Void summons a team of villain allies. So all those villain allies are going to come in, and boom. But this one, Sentry's more aggressive, stacking rage every time enemies take a turn or use their special or ultimate abilities. So you kind of want to be really, really thoughtful about when you're going to do the special or the ult. Obviously, with the Null version, you're just like boom, 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 and go with it. But every time you use them now, he's going to get a stack of rage. He's going to get faster. He's going to get stronger. So maybe you might want to not put it on auto. But each time he's attacked, he loses a void. So I want to make sure you guys understand this part. But once he runs out of void, all villain allies are destroyed. He loses empowered and returns to his Sentry form. Regains a stack of heroism, summons a new team of Avenger allies. And then the battle rages on and on and on. Each switch not only refreshes his allies, but also fuels his rage, making him faster and deadlier the longer the fight goes on. So players will need to carefully manage to push him into his next form to avoid being overwhelmed by escalating power. So there might be some conversations about this between you and your alliance with it. Like, oh my god, should I kill him now or should I kill him later? Probably you're going to have some talk. So there will be some communication between the alliances. I know people don't like it, but, sometimes you got to talk to people. Like, maybe the bot. Definitely don't want to talk to. Nope. Not Dulam. Maybe not Dulam. Maybe? No? But playable Sentry. So after unlocking a Sentry by earning stars, you'll harness the power of a million exploding suns. Those exploding suns will be especially powerful in Cosmic Crucible, so deploy Sentry before the Living Tribunal for maximum effect. His kit is really interesting, but he is going to help obliterate top Crucible teams, including AoE attacks, ability block, clearing battlefield effects, and specifically targeting epic and legendary characters in Crucible. That's a nice little new thing there. So he's basically looking for epic and legendary characters and trying to wipe them out, because why not? I'd want to kill him. But the Void Summon. The Void plays a key role in unlocking Sentry. All a Sentry's attacks also himself making him Void inevitable without eliminating Sentry quickly. So when Sentry dies, he summons Void. But this Dark Summon character appears on your enemy side as their newest ally. So on spawn, Void gains 3 Void from his passive. Void attacks his allies on his turn with his basic attack. When the summoned Void runs out of Void or he runs out of allies, he dies. However, just like Dark Phoenix, which I am very, very opposed to, Kestrel prevents Sentry from summoning Void if she's charged. If the enemy side has 10 characters, Void will have no place to summon to and will also be prevented in that case. This follows the same basic mechanic as Kestrel. If you're just going to summon somebody, poof, she shoots it up in the sky, you're not summoning up nobody. And if there's no place to summon anybody, kind of like when you got Mysterio and a whole bunch of bots on the field, you can't sit there and summon in anybody else. So kind of see what you're going to be doing with that. That's kind of funny. The boss version of Sentry, his basic speed is 100, which is great. He's not fast, but he gets faster. So figure that out. Cosmic Hero Blaster Mythic. So he's getting the Mythic tag. There you go. Attack primary adjacent target for 300% damage. Apply offense down for 3 turns. This attack is unavoidable. And the ISO attack is just as damaging because it gets piercing. And same thing, defense down and offense down. Special, Exploding Sun. Boom. Attack all enemies for 400% and clear all positive effects. It's a 2/2 energy cost, which means he's going to be doing it over and over. So he's going to be clearing all your stuff unless you have Safeguard. So you need Safeguard in there. Gonna have to find some people that take Safeguard and keep it so the positive effects stay. There you go. It's unavoidable and cannot be blocked. And he's applying offense up to all of his allies. Nice. And his ult. What's it called? Meteoric Crash. 3/3, which means he'll do it the next turn after the special, which is flip all positive effects and negative effects. You need Safeguard. Attack all enemies 5% piercing. You're gonna need barrier and some other stuff. Maybe death troops to keep you alive. And it's unavoidable, can't be blocked. Duh. Golden Warrior passive. Oh my god. Gain 6 heroism on spawn. What? Say what again? Okay. So he's gonna get 6 heroism. So you gotta really get those heroism out of there and knock it out. Summon some Avenger allies. Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Hulk, and Black Widow. So it says some. It doesn't say exactly how many. So kind of gonna have to look out for that. On attack, lose 1 heroism. When this character does not have heroism, kill all summoned Avenger allies. Gain 10 rage for each Avenger ally killed. What? What? Why? Jesus. Yeah. I don't get what the thinking is behind that, but they need to stop that. Yeah, you need to stop. But become empowered, transfer into void, gain 4 void. This character becoming empowered cannot be prevented. So you're looking for no. He's not going to stop it. So he's becoming empowered regardless. Summon some villain allies. U.S. Agent, Iron Patriot, Ares, Moonstone, Dakin, and Bullseye. It'd be interesting if you could have did that for Avenger side of it, put the Thunderbolts up there. But hey, who am I? Why would I want to ask for that? Why would I want to ask for cool things? On enemy turn, fill this character speed bar by 20%, and if this character has 10 or more rage, fill speed bar for all allies by 10%. You're just gonna get slapped in the face. That's pretty much it. Void's gonna come in and just knock you right in the face. Gain 5% damage and speed per rage. This character can only lose up to 4 million health per turn. Okay, cool. I'm alright with that. Enemies cannot passively assist and cannot revive. So, there won't be no passive assist, but if the kit calls for it, like, well, the abilities, like Quasar, poof, like Blastar, poof, great. And this character cannot have their speed or speed bar reduced and is immune to the following list of effects. Ability block, darkness, exhausted, exposed, regeneration, stealth, silence, slow, stun, and trauma. Can we just put all of them then? Like, oh my god. So you can put defense down. You could put some offense down so he won't hit as hard, but still he's gonna knock you in the face. Sentry boss empowered void form. So he's gonna have the solar burst. This one's basically kind of like the Mephisto empowered alt. The damage reduces the max health of the target by the same amount. Since he's hitting for pretty hard, it's gonna hurt. Reduce duration all positive effects on a primary adjacent enemy by 1. Then the ISO attack, same thing. Exploding Sun, still doing that, but now he's reducing duration of positive effects by 2 and prolonging all the positive effects on himself by 5 and all allies. They're really making it difficult for you not to just get... It's going to take a second to beat him. And it reduces max health. And then the ultimate empower, Meteoric Crash, 4 out of 7, so it's going to take 2 turns to get to it. Attack all enemies for 4% damage. This damage reduces max health. Apply all the negative effects for 3 turns. 3 bleed, offense down, defense down, disrupted, and slow. Please find a team with immunity. That's pretty much what you need. Passive empower. On enemy turn, gain 1 rage. Fill this character by 20%. And if this character has 10 rage, fill all allies by 10%. Same thing. Whenever any other character uses a special or ultimate ability, gain 1 rage. Basically, got to time your attacks. On attack, lose 1 void. When this character does not have void, kill all villain allies. Gain 10 rage for each killed villain. Lose in power, transform back into Sentry, and gain 4 heroism. Summon some heroes, Captain America, Thor, all the same guys. Gain 5% damage. This character can only lose up to 5 million health each turn. So they gave us a little bit more. Just a smidgen. Enemies cannot passively assist and cannot revive, and the same stuff is being stopped there. So it's going to be relatively difficult to beat him multiple times. It's going to take a really, really good coordinated assault, which I don't mind. That's good. But it's going to be rough. Astral is going to have their hands they're going to have their hands full for this one. But playable version, Sentry. Guess what? Hero Global Bio Blaster. So there is no mythic tag on him. So, la-di-da. But his speed, 128. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Same, kind of the same kit that he's got for, you know, the boss node there. But this character loses 5% of their max health, and their health max is reduced by the same amount. So it is basically 300% damage and then some stat hit. So that's nice. And when this character performs a counterattack, assist, or ice attack, fill this character's speed by 10%. So he's getting faster by a counterattack, assist, and an ISO attack. Might want to do a striker on him just because. And he's flipping 2 positive effects. Great. Exploding Sun on this side. You'll gain offense up. Attack all enemies for 370. Apply heal block. Flip 2 random negative effects into positive effects. Clear all battlefield effects. And then this character loses 5% of their max health. And their max health is reduced by the same amount. In Crucible. That's right. You saw it. In Crucible. Before this attack, reduce the duration of all positive effects by 3. My fault. I put up 2. Yeah. Ability block 1 turn and blind the primary target. And ability block 2 random epic or legendary enemies. Prioritizing enemies with the highest damage. So even if you have a team of legendaries and epics, which rarely happens, you're ability blocking them. So doesn't matter where they are, they're getting ability block. And it's unavoidable. And cannot be blocked. And it's got 5,000% extra focus. Meteoric Crash. Clear all barriers on all allies. Flip all negative effects, positive effects on all allies. Flip all positive effects and negative effects on all enemies. Attack all enemies for 500%. Jesus, man, this is ridiculously nuts. Reduce the duration of all the following by 2 on self and all allies. So darkness, exposed, and vulnerable. That's nice. That's great. Oh my god, that's beautiful. This character loses 10% of their max health, and their max health is reduced by the same amount. That's nice. And it's unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Golden Warrior. This character cannot be revived, so he's there just to be there. I'm going to assume he's going to have a buttload of health on both him and Void, so la-di-da. On spawn, gave defense up for 2 turns and safeguard for 2 turns. Nice. When this character drops below 50% for the first time, fill this character speed by 50% and flip all negative effects into positive effects. That's a Doom Boom. That's nice. On death, summon Void into the enemy team and apply 2 death proof offense up for 2 turns and safeguard for 2 turns to the summon Void. That's kind of cool because, hey, you die and then you send them that way. Gain 100% assist chance and gain 100% chance to assist on non-attack abilities. So he's basically going to be helping everywhere. Sorry. In Crucible, before this character takes a turn, speed bar cannot be filled by any enemy for themselves, allies, or enemies. So this does not apply to speed bar gained through normal means. The speed of this character can only, and each ally can only be reduced by slow. Hi, Nightcrawler. Hi, APOC. Enemies' max health, damage, and speed cannot be increased except by positive effect. He is essentially Emma X and Captain Britain. Hello. Speed bar cannot be reduced. His speed bar can't be reduced, and villain enemies cannot gain stealth. So if you're looking to go into stealth, bye-bye. But it is villain enemies, so heroes can do it. Void, same thing. Villain, cosmic bioblaster. Sorry, not same thing. Villo, hero, blah blah. Void, same thing. Piercing, apply defense down. In Crucible, apply trauma for 1 turn. In Crucible, this attack deals 500% piercing instead, and it's unavoidable. And the trauma part's nice. And the passive, that's all he gets for being Void. He doesn't get anything other than that, just the basics. So it's a summon. I wish I had more, but it doesn't. This character cannot be revived. On spawn, gain 3 Void. On turn, steal 10% health from all allies and redistribute from self. On attack, heal all enemies for 20% of this character's max health. So you hit them and you heal the others. That's awesome. At the end of any turn, if this character does not have any allies, or if this character does not have any Void, this character dies. On this character's death, reduce the speed bar of all allies by 20%. On ally death, fill this character's speed bar by 20%. The speed bar of this character cannot be reduced and cannot gain assist now, heal, block, trauma, slow, stun, or taunt. And in Crucible, the speed of this character and each enemy can only be reduced by slow. Enemies' max health and damage can not be increased except by positive effects. So, all this is still subject to change. Duh. But this is ridiculous. We don't know when we're getting him. I am happy to see him come into the game. We're getting Bob. This is nuts. So, it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy seeing this. This is going to be cool. Just looks familiar, just kind of like the movie. But hey, it is what it is. But like every other day, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about what Sentry's coming to the game and how he's going to really upset some of the people out there. But I'm happy with it. But my name is Zero Cool Gamer, and I'm rolling out.